What's up guys, it's Noah here with CustomRCMods coming at you with another golden hour plane flight. Tonight we've got the FT Simple Scout here, just like the Mustang video that I did. We're gonna go ahead and kind of break this thing down, break down the build, talk about how it flies, and hopefully we won't have as much issues and turmoil as we did with the Mustang, which had a broken servo that ultimately led to its destruction. So I'm feeling pretty hopeful. It was flying pretty good the other night, and hopefully it'll be the same for tonight. Before I begin though, I do want to say I got this comment a few days ago. This is from JL, and he says, thumbs down for wearing a mask. Wearing a mask is actually required in the state of Ohio at all parks and things like that, so I'm just doing my part, and of course you should as well whenever you're in public spaces. Just a little PSA there, obviously, to get us through this pandemic. Just wear a mask, do your part, it can only help. Anyway, moving on to the flight here, FT Scout. If you guys want to know any more about the details of this airplane, I'll have the link for the video where we did the actual build of this plane in the description below. Let's go ahead, get it on up in the air. I don't really have the best feeling about how this thing's gonna roll on this grass. It's like fake grass, honestly. It has this like aeration pellet dirt stuff all over it. It makes it really hard for these airplanes to roll, but we'll see here. All right, and we are up in the air. Just gonna go ahead and feel the plane out first. Feeling really, really nice. Needs a little bit of up trim.
Trim sensor. Minimum trim reached.
There you go, that's more like it. And it looks like a little bit of aileron trim. Alright, a little bit all over the place. Still need to work on my rates for this airplane. And probably need to get a new prop. I'm not totally sure what's up with this one. I mentioned that in the last video here, but the prop is a little bit loud. And I determined that was not the motor shaft, thankfully. So I just need to go ahead and find a different prop for this plane. We're running a 10x4.5 right now. Hence the obviously more thrust. And that's obviously paired with a larger motor is just perfect. Last time I was running the 2212 with the 9x4.7, and that was good combo as well, but obviously of less power. But this thing is flying great. I'm just doing these snap aileron rolls, just trying to feel out my rates. It's common to what I do when I'm just starting to fly a quad for the first time, is I kind of just feel out how everything flies. And this is just full rudder on the turn here. I'm honestly only flying single stick just for a little bit. You can see it actually has a little bit of tail waggle there, but it flies pretty well. See, that's just full rudder. It's kind of shimmering, I guess, in the back. There, kind of a little fishtail action. But flying pretty good. The Scout is not known for its massive amounts of rudder authority. I mean, I can't really knife edge it. Yeah, it really just wants to roll once you get it up, other than wings level on the rudder. But I can do almost flat turns with the rudder, which is real nice if you're just getting into it and you're building 3-channel. So it does fly 3-channel. It's just not known for a lot of authority. But as a beginner plane, I'm not too surprised with that overall. Does loops on command. Got a lot of throw on this thing. See how inverted flow. There's so much aileron throw, it's kind of hard just to get it centered upside down. Flies fine inverted. Just fine, just cruising around upside down. There's just so much aileron throw at my disposal. It's nice, I like it, but it makes it a lot harder just to fly smoothly, which is pretty common for having high rates on stuff. Do a little inverse roll there. That was the maneuver that killed my other Mustang that we did that video on just recently. I think it was the last video I posted, if you wanted to check that out. Didn't have enough altitude there. I kind of knew it was happening, but we were losing light, so I kind of had to put an end to it. Buzzing the tower. Yeah, it flies really, really good. It flies very predictably, as it should, which is obviously just the way things should be when you have all your servos in order, which is really nice. Last scout, it would shimmer side to side on the ailerons, kind of. It wouldn't be able to make up its mind. Some of the servos would not center, which is really annoying. But glad we got that ironed out, and now we're here with a perfectly good flying airplane. Yeah, this thing, now that I put a little bit of up elevator trim into it, so you'll notice it actually goes up a little bit instead of just going straight. That helps me get a little bit more of a jump start on my elevator, just so I have a little bit more touchiness on that pitch axis. So it's a little bit of an interesting technique, but definitely want just a hint of pitch up in your tendencies. I'd rather hold a little bit of down than a little bit of up when I'm flying around. That's just me personally, though. So overall, yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's not too much else to say about how this plane's flying. It's so predictable, it's so much fun. This is definitely one of my all-time favorite airplanes, along with the FT Mustang, of course, and the FT Arrow. Just all together, so much fun. Very easy build, very smooth in the air. You can obviously dumb down the rates and make this an excellent beginner airplane. That is the one main thing that I find beginners get messed up very easily with, is their rates. And that's the one main reason that beginners tend to crash. Not because maybe they listen to the center of gravity recommendation on there. They got that all right. At least my video on this very field right here was with this FT Scout, and my rates are just way too high. It flew, but it was just completely uncontrollable. So that was the main issue with that, and I finally got that ironed out and had a successful flight with the airplane. But if you're a beginner and you're nervous for just starting out, I would definitely recommend dumbing down your rates to a manageable level, just in case you are obviously a little bit heavy-handed on the sticks there as well. Alright, so it's time to bring this plane in for a landing. I can definitely feel the battery sag. I'm going to see if we can do a touch and go, because I've wanted to do one of those with this plane, but I've been a little bit concerned with the grass being this funky aeration stuff. But let's just see. I was honestly not so sure that was gonna work, but I'm glad that it did. Glad that it did. So I'm gonna go ahead and try it again, just for kicks and giggles, but we might nose it over. So let's see here. What if? Looks like my landing gear's a little bit bent to the left, so that's probably why I tend to turn a little bit over to the left when I land. But you know, I guess it's pretty good for what it is. Yeah, I think my wheels are just kind of jarred a little bit, but either way, yeah, touch and goes with this plane are super fun. I have not flown a lot of planes recently that have landing gear, and landing and taking off is one of my favorite parts of flying RC planes, so that's interesting on there as well. So yeah, there we go. You know, as much as I really would just love to call it quits and not murder my battery, something's always calling me just to get back up in the air and keep flying. So here we go, good landing right here, just like that. Alright, so that's it for the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This plane is tons of fun. Stay tuned for some more content with this in the future. And if you guys have any questions or comments about this plane or RC in general, I'd be so happy to answer them down in the comment section below. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.